Hello everybody, welcome back to Code Vein. Now before we get this part of the episode
Can we make it through before we're noticed?
started
Bring it
in
anytime.
full, I just kind of want to show you the difference between leveling up here. Whoa, I'm getting way hammered here. Show you a bit of a difference in leveling up and kind of what it does for you. So 852 and 1203 at the end of this, 852. So we are going to go ahead and
Something we
rest.
can use?
We have enough haste to get ourselves to level 20, which I feel like is a reasonable position to be in. Now if you haven't gotten the haze to get to this kind of level, don't worry, you're going to see in a second. It doesn't make oceans of difference individually for each level, so we'll show that off now. I'm sorry if I sound a little bit funny. I'm getting a bit of a sore throat, so that's all good. But it's like 12:03 for this. In any case, we can now get our walkthrough of the what's this place called again? I can't even remember. Ruin Seat Center. Proper. First of all, over to the right, we've got an item over here. We're going to drop off slightly over to the left to get our first vestige. Can't remember if this one's a core or not. So you'll find that the
Hey, that's
yeah, this is part A. So these are parts of blood codes, and it's the core that we need if you in
no
fact
harm in
want
being
to.
prepared.
What's the word?
How's this?
If you want to unlock the blood code, right? 872. 1231. So between the two abilities, we get an extra like 29 damage. So as you see, not so much to worry about, to be truly worried. Now, I need to remember here that this place, so a lot of these first areas can't teach you lessons. The lesson here is if you rush forward, enemies can come out and kill you. Let's try to avoid that. Obviously, our attacks aren't all that damaging just yet, but by the end of this episode, we should end up fairly close to having the tools that we're going to require to start making our spells hit a little harder. I can't remember if there's one down there. No, there's no one down here. Not too many items to worry about at this point. Obviously, as you can see, I kind of walked past here a little bit to get ourselves the haze that I wanted to get. Now, don't worry too much about farming this early area. The next couple of areas that you reach, you get
not bad.
an absolute ton more haze, and we're talking like a good 300 to 400 per kill. So it's just superior in terms of the speed at which you can go to level if you just wait a little bit. So yeah, we should pick up a decent amount of a queen iron, so we're going to want to hold on to that until we've got items and weaponry that we want to keep on forgetting to slow down just a little.
Find better ground.
But as you can see, it's not so punishing that you can't continue, so it's all good. We can continue attacking stuff, just regaining our Ica there.
Look down below. It looks like a graveyard.
Yeah, so
You have to take whatever you can
he's
use.
talking about all that down there. Now that is the way we need to go towards, I guess you'd say, the first boss. You don't actually have to go that way first, but it just kind of works that way. And if you take the kind of haze increases, it's probably the best way to go. To start with,
I must be letting my energy slip.
another vestige. I think there's one in this corner as well. There's quite a few in this first area. It's really nice, especially when you start getting the maps as well. You really get quite a bit unlocked right close to the beginning, which kind of helps out a little bit. Well, this one's not a vestige. I thought there was another vestige here. That's interesting. Couldn't forget. Getting away MJ 109, which is shortcuts. Another sunset. We're getting tons of these.
They're definitely lurking around.
Now, you have to be careful here because there's an enemy behind us. Yakima should take care of it. Kind of, they don't have to do it intentionally, but they kind of place these two just a little bit too far apart to act together at that point. As we go a little bit further, we should come across a queen.
It's hard to see up ahead.
There's an inside, so just double check. Nothing down here. I always like to double check everything, even though I've been through here a couple of times and well, I think I've played that pretty well. These queens are pretty nasty if they hit you, but they're pretty easy to circle around, so don't be too worried about them. Oh yeah. Perfect, get them. And obviously, they don't get any invincibility frames either. Just, you know, have at it. All that extra capacity getting out of you. There we are. Decent amount of haze as well. we go around here. It should take us downwards. Which I always found rather strange that it takes us down instead of up. I don't know if we unlock more on that later. Time for a cutscene. And of course, with the cutscene comes tea. We'll leave this in for now. If you guys don't want to see these, then I'll
Yo,
take
Louis,
that.
you smell that? Yeah,
Real blood.
human blood. An escapee. Now, where did she run off to? Huh? Hey, chumps! What the hell are you doing here? None of your business. Oh, really? Then tell me this. Why would scum like you have the sweet stink of a human on ya? The girl belongs to us. Put your paws on our property and you're ash. That clear?
If you say so. I'm just trying to make sure that not too much of my breathing is coming through, whilst also not being too quiet.
Stuff. You hanging in there?
Switched
So,
over to OBS, which
what's
is
the plan now?
considerably different to
We know
what
it's
I
just
was
a matter
recording on
of
before.
time until they find that
Let's
missing
skip this
human.
now. So it kind of carries on the story a little bit, which is quite nice. We'll be catching up to them later. Before we continue, you're going to want to grab this. And if you are desperate for Queen Iron, we'll look at an item here later, but it's not going to matter for now. Oh. If you, I was going to say, if you want to unlock, if you want to farm Queen Iron, this is probably the easiest enemy to get it from early on in the game, just because of how local it is to Nestle. So just to kill you extra time. I don't need it, I just want to show. Hopefully show that maybe it'll drop an extra one for us. But they do just naturally drop it. We will in fact get a gift that can be inherited from the Hermes blood code, which allows us to get items more often. No, I wasn't looking enough. But anyway, come back up there as much as you need to if you do in fact feel like you want more Queen Iron. Again, we're not using any of it just yet. We don't get our turn to power up until a little bit later. We're going to go for a little one here. I always find the most convenient thing about leveling up is the stamina, because we can sprint around a bit more.
We won't let it go to waste.
And we can head on down.
We're right in the middle of the
Hold sprint to come down a bit quicker. You'll teleport. And then just make sure we're taking on the ones that are lying down. Mr. Shield Guy's going to come join us. Hello, doody doo. Trying to get the backstab on him, but wasn't allowing me to. Now, obviously I'm not casting as many spells as I would like to right now, just because until we get our next blood veil, which isn't too far away at this point, they're just not effective enough. We also want the Hunter blood code, believe it, and you'll see why once we get it. For all that we're playing as a caster, the Hunter blood code actually has better stats for us for a fair while. So that's the first time I've gotten a backstab on an enemy like that. That's been lying down. He's just kind of rolling on in, which is nice. Item in here, I can't remember what it is.
Wow.
MJ109.
Good eye.
Hello. What are you doing? So we can pretty much careful with these guys. They're oddly lithe, and they have a habit of studying this. So careful with these kind of weird ones.
We
have a group of enemies here that you can wait to patrol by if you wish to. So whilst we're waiting, we're going to head down here. I think there's an item in this. Trying to blood. You don't normally get a warning for that. Here it is. Right. So this is a weird like invasion thing where we're going to have like a horde of enemies come after us. You kind of want to basically kill them pretty quickly. I should say from when you kill one, because when you kill one, basically another one will spawn. And so you kind of want to stay on top of that if you can. Ouch. you'll mind. Let's take a heal here. We don't want to die to this. Now I suppose you could say, I don't want to say frustratingly, but what's the word? The thing with this stuff is it does in fact respawn when you rest. So when you have areas that contain these, you want to get them kind of like finished and explored before you go ahead and rest to recover from it. Still not won yet, so be careful.
Bring it any time.
Take some range here. I mean, if you keep them there with Yakima, then you're all good. There we go, all good. I always find the rewards aren't all that great. Some of the later ones give slightly better ones, so it's all good. Right, on the left, Vestige, Hunter Core. We're going to switch into that shortly.
I always look forward to this.
Body +1. Not all that great for us, so don't celebrate about picking that up, but not bad if you want to use it as a shield. Let me look at this because I have been thinking about this. Body, as you can see, 90, 80, 80. So if you was to make that fortified, that'd be close to a 90% shield against most physical attacks. So you can pretty much use it as a shield, which is kind of cool. But I just wouldn't advise it really. That is the way we came from. This place is always kind of a little bit confusing, but nowhere near as confusing as some of the areas later. So I shouldn't really complain. This is in case you guys aren't following the kind of the map very well. This was technically directly ahead of us when we came out of the crossroad. And we get more heals. So if we use this now, we'll actually have more opportunity here, which isn't too bad. I'm actually being really sloppy right now, so I apologise for that. But I think it's actually a bit of an advantage because it will show that you don't need to be amazing with everything right now, and I'm pretty sure we can get another one over here as well.
The size is
What's here? Green iron. And nothing on this side. Weirdly enough. Anyway, bear this in mind. You could drop down this now. The items aren't particularly amazing, but yeah, we're going to leave that for the entrance to a next area later, just so I can come to it all as one episode. Although that area is probably going to be 2 episodes because it's quite big. There are enemies on the floor here. Where are you?
Stand out like a sore
There we go. Lost shard, thank you. Grab you like this. Smash. Thank you. Do you want some of that AK? Dogs, I think, come around the corner here. If I remember rightly. It's trying to catch me off guard. Where are you? Oh, no, they don't come around the corner. Okay. Pretty sure there's a light here. Here we go. Vestige. Onto Vestige parts B. So the Vestige parts give you extra abilities outside of the ones that you start with. Danger here is how little space we have. Once Yakima starts kind of hurting it, as you see, she'll start losing her will to attack us, although I'm going to keep her aggro on me because I can. Go Yakima. Yes! There we go. I'm going to be careful about those swings. Get a bit of wicker back there. Continuing onward. Now, I would advise, obviously we've got the hunt of Vestige Core, so if you were to in fact go and unveil the Hunter Booker now, you have an advantage. Your spells will do a considerable amount of damage, but I'm just going to continue onward here, just so that it's kind of a bit smoother of a journey. Doing that as well is obviously going to get you a bit extra haze as you progress and continue, so I would say it's kind of advisable. This guy here is going to stand up for me. Yeah, lovely, lovely. Please, do you mind? Enemies over this way first before we go to the right. I always find it strange how it marks them for you. Oh no, wait. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I shouldn't have gone this way. This is actually the path of progression. So for now, I actually want to go this way to complete the circuit. If I remember right, I think there's another Lost Invasion, or I could be wrong. Maybe I just remember it being this way, because like, I usually just go left rather than actually mixing up a little bit of right and with it. Yeah, so here we are back to the chest, which kind of unveils a lot of the map for you. Look, you can kind of see where you can and can't go. Kind of cool in my opinion. Next up then, so because we're playing as a caster, but everybody can use the dark version of the spell we're about to use, so you can do this.
Mind your step now.
Come on
Don't
over to
fall
the
here.
side. Now the cool thing is, you don't move when you're casting the spells. I don't think you can actually get these later ones, yeah. It doesn't really allow you to, but you can bring it over so the other one doesn't aggro. Take them on nice and slowly. Yeah. Get this third one out. Hello, lost shards more. Easy to stagger. Just don't get swarmed by them. Not too bad.
Good stuff. Whole blocks must have fallen into that canyon.
There we go. Take you down nice and easy. How much health damage is this game likes its big doors. Now then, this little bit here is technically optional, but we're just going to deal with it now. I don't think there's even any items here. I'm just going to clear the enemies out. You do get quest item here later, so just do this little draw this guy over. I thought we could draw him over. Never mind. Smash you there.
Choose your ground well.
You're being leashed easily, aren't you?
No harm in being prepared.
Yeah. Eat it. Oh, it's the Vestige over here. Almost forgot. Wish we could see into our horizon just as that. Never mind. He's got back over, that's fine. Boom.
One day. Pattern was broken. We can try walking across that thorn.
Okay, so what are we on? 17 minutes, not even half an hour, that's pretty good. And we've done most of this area, so there's kind of a bit of a thing to do here now. I am in fact gonna upgrade my ability to cast very soon. I'm sure there's enemies here to get back up. You've got to go on. Maybe because that guy's there, look, and we don't want to get ambushed when we're dealing with him. It's pretty much Ica regeneration rather than anything else.
Bring it anytime.
Smash. Hide and search. Right. So with all
Got
that
something we
done,
can use?
I don't think there's any enemies now between here and the missile, which is actually directly above us. You can see that in a second.
Looks like we're back in the parking
I was
garage.
thinking we could, there's one there. You can deal with it now, but I feel like the safest thing to do is go in here. Break the boxes. I don't think there's anything in these, but oh yeah, there is. There is. I was nearly wrong. There's always stuff hidden all over the place in this. There's stuff at the top of these stairs as well. I think it's a chest. Oh yeah, the chest. I nearly forgot. This is like really important. This is exactly what we've been waiting for.
Let's open it up and see, shall we?
GXH Assault. That's going to reveal a load of the map. It's cool. And then we shall cut back into the missile that we were at before. Now then, for a point of reference, let's go ahead and test the amount of damage we do on this
We
Queen
can
of us,
rest here
right?
for a while.
And then once we have re-equipped ourselves, I'll allow you guys to see the difference that we're going to have very shortly. So, Fireball,
No harm in being prepared.
656. 216 for the mini magic missile. Let's deal with this queen again. Never know, maybe we'll drop me 9 just so I can actually show you guys how that's working. Nope, MJ 109 instead. Okay then, so at this point, I wasn't actually going to do all this on screen, but I've decided I kind of want to show it now, just so you guys can see the difference. I thought it was now. It was 656, wasn't it? So let's go ahead and head back to home base. It's time for us to start uncovering some new classes. Now we technically have a lot a lot of access to a lot of different things at the moment because we do get some parts of these as well in the depths. But we're going to do their own, do each of the one of those as their own separate episode after this one, which we're going to be doing with Hermes, which is no, his name's not Hermes. I can't remember his name. The guy in grey, anyway. But for now, I just want to deal with the city centre. What are we on? We're on 20 minutes, so I've got 10 minutes to get this done and across that bridge that you saw. That should be doable. So let's look at this. Look, so you'll see GXH assault +1 is actually +20. No, minus 253 because we don't get the requirements yet. But you're going to see in a second. We're going to meet those requirements.
What is it?
Really show it properly there. Talk. Restore Vestige. I'm just simply going to do Hunter 1 for now. Apparently we don't have the stuff for the rest of them. We're gonna find more cores soon enough, so don't worry about it too much. We're gonna skip through this. So you just kind of press your start button or your equivalent to skip the thingy. Now then,
That was Kevin.
should, if I remember correctly, it could be totally wrong. Working from memory is always bad. Right, we should now have Hunter Vestige, which as you see, doesn't necessarily affect our dark gifts all that much just yet. But our willpower remains the same, which is cool. Also increases our strength and dexterity, which is going to affect our standard attack and increases our defenses. So overall, quite a bit better. The other thing it's going to do is allow us to wear this, which gives us another 44 on our dark gift power, which is what's going to directly affect the amount of damage that we do. It's also going to speed us up because for some reason it's lighter and does better stats. It's just we're just on basically straight up better at the moment, which is very nice. You don't want to go over the 80 look, as you can see, as that's going to make you roll slowly. Nothing else is going to give us any better stats or boosts. So just time to go ahead and click equip all of our lovely abilities that we like. I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. That's going to go like that, as per usual. You can also put shifting colour if you want, or anything else that you kind of like the look of. I would like to have that just there, just in case we revive my friend. And then you should obviously go ahead. Did we do that? Go ahead and restore the rest of the hunter code. I can't remember what it is that we like, but there is something that we want to unlock on here as well. So we can go ahead and get through these immediately. Do. Now, I suppose I probably could have shown the direct effects of this, but I think you guys get the message. Vestige. I think this one pretty much gets complete here, which is kind of nice. And I can't remember if this one gives us the venom resistance, which is kind of important for the first boss. So we'll be trying to get that unlocked before we go ahead and face the butterfly. I can't remember what it's called. That again is also going to get its own video. So after this one, we're probably going to have like 3 fairly quick videos, and then we'll be going on with a new area. Basically. Come on. Sit back up, IO, please. Tanjo, please.
What is it?
Stop Vestige. Nope, guess that's it. Okay, I'll leave now. Okay. I can't remember if talking to you gets me one.
So, don't get. I consider this an investment.
Yes. So you talk to them as you go through the game, it'll give you theirs. Mercury. That's the one that gives us the one that I want, actually. So quite a few things, don't think you do. Nope. But what we will do is
which blood veil do you want to upgrade?
It's going to directly, as you can see, affect our dark gifts. This is one of the things that makes us very incredible. Feel free to upgrade anything else you want as well. Obviously, if you really like it, the Sunset Sword, you can feel free to upgrade that, which you probably should. If you want to kill and dispatch things really quickly. And I'm actually going to decide to do it. We're not going to change your weapon again anyway for a little while. By the time you do, we'll have a lot more Queen Iron to replace what we've done.
Okay, take care then.
I don't think you give me anything yet. No. Don't think you do. No.
There are rumors the government don't do.
This is good. We can
I'll
do
lead the way.
We're going to do that
Just
in the next episode. We'll get a load of the
Your
cool
life
stuff
is your
from there as
greatest
well.
asset. Keep it safe.
Now then, so we go back to where we were before. Can we level up? We can get a level up as well, which also gives us a little bit extra on dot gifts. In fact, we went up by 2, which is pretty nice for 1 level. And then we want to go to the parking garage. Garage. Now then, must have just spent all the haze. Probably bad, actually, when I think about it. Let's go ahead and take a look at some stuff that we're going to want. Come on, load! Can't remember if the hunting gives us another cast ability, actually. It may well do. I think Mercury does as well. Okay, we've got some things to look at here. I can't quite remember where I get all my abilities from. Let's take a look. Looking pretty badass now as well, doesn't it? In fact, the hat suits the GXH. So we want to look at inherent gifts. And we're currently in Hunter, right? So we can get sacrifice, take strikes, blinding mark. Flames bag
Okay,
isn't bad, but
let's
it's
get this task
mind
done.
scaling, so it's not going to do as much damage as you'd think. Mercury though. Yes, that's venom removal and venom resistance, both those really important. We have sprinter, resistance, so there's some pretty good stuff in there. In fact, Vivification is really nice to unlock as well. It's basically like you can go back to your previously rested missile. Prometheus has Firestorm. Ah, okay, this is what I'm thinking about missing. Okay, I've got Firestorm. So got loads of stuff that we could be unlocking right now. Don't think any of them
Making sure your gear is good.
better dark gifts, which doesn't really help right now. So I'm going to continue on with this area specifically, and then essentially we will unlock those
I'm on my way.
abilities
Take a break.
when
Missile up above.
we do the depth areas,
Bring it
which may well be not necessarily the most effective way to do it. But as you can see, look at the damage difference in just the standard magic missile, right? Smash. Right? Just one shot. Difference is insane. And so now I can just cast and expect things to take good damage. Which I think is really good. Now we should probably reset here because we are in fact going to want... Well, the side quest has appeared already, that's interesting. Were you here already? Well, it's in the beginning of the area. Okay, so that's pretty easy. We'll go ahead and grab that as well. If that's unlocked the extra depths area, we'll have even more to do in the next area. But for now, we'll progress to the next missile. Yes. Now you should probably deal with this guy because I'm sure he's going to aggro on us if we don't. We're going to want some space to fight him. Can we get it? You come over here. Oh, really? You're some motions? No. I'm trying not to waste all of my all-maker before trying to get across the bridge. They're all unleashed. That's fine by me. Leader's gone. Right side here. Should have an item. There we go. These guys won't aggro on you till you start trying to go across the bridge. Obviously we have a sword. Obviously for the build that we're using right now, this is going to be much use to us. This is Zweihander.
You have to take whatever you can
It's
use.
pretty nice, slow, strong weapon if that's the kind of thing you like. And then basically you can just go up in. Now you've got a couple of ways you can do this. You can either try and rush your way in and attempt to get in a backstab against the queen as much as you want, and try to basically take advantage of
Bring it any time.
what's the word? Invincibility frames instead to bring you over. This. Come on. And that's mainly because the others will basically de-aggro. So as long as you can keep her angry at you, you just bring her over like this. Come on. Come into my abode. No. Oh wow, she's de-aggro. Come on. Come here. Because that doesn't usually happen. Usually she comes right over and you can fight her in this little garage bit. So yeah, usually I'll fight her in this little bit. We're pretty much good now. That's it. She's really the main problem here.
Not an ideal battle.
These guys again won't mind going to you a little bit further up, so you're all good. Good to have you. There we get another Vestige core down here. I don't think there's, I say Vestige core, it's not a Vestige core, but I can't remember this one's too, so I just kind of slipped out.
That's a real gem.
Vestige body, that's excellent. Yakiwaki, please come back this way. There we are. So, obviously at this point, if you are feeling low on Ica, which you obviously are a little bit, but
Moving out.
I don't feel like it's required against the enemies
See
you're about to
where we
face.
were walking on the
You
other
can
side.
go ahead and pop yourself a Ica Concentrate, which I don't feel like it's needed.
Cocky and you'll end
Obviously,
up
she's
hurt.
gonna aggro on you, so be careful. This is what you want to do. Much better. Right. Again, you don't want to be against the ledge if you can help it. There we go. So it's a hammer
Appearances
for
can
those
be
that want it.
deceiving, I guess.
I can't remember if we can one-shot you.
Bring it any time.
Goodbye! Yeah, so basically, the difference that makes to your spells is just absolutely disgusting this early in the game. I do very much like it.
Let's open it up and see, shall we?
My claw. Don't think this one's actually any better for us. It sounds like it should be, but it's not. It's much more of a yeah, dexterity scaling type of weapon. Hello, Miss Queenie. Oh, I tried to walk on you. Didn't quite work. It's fine. Give us some more Ica, please. Not that we really need it right now. There we are. Right, so that's you done. We can continue on up. A bit of a weird one here. Not weird, but like an obvious ambush, in my opinion, where if you continue going forward, you're gonna get ambushed by this guy. But I think everybody, in my opinion, probably looks up here anyway, so that's fine.
Pick up something
And that's
we
our
can
first
use?
clue about the boss, right? That it's giving us anti-venom.
Looks
It's
like
making
we're in
sure
what
that we're
used to
able
be
to
the
collect that in a
suburbs.
place that should be obvious to look
Park,
at.
huh?
Even to the point where even if you come through there and he does ambush you, you're going to look at where it came from. So I feel like there's a message to be taken there. Queen 9 again. We got plenty of that. So you get more than enough, in my opinion, where are we here, to fully upgrade a weapon and a blood veil, which I think you should do. Now then, before we go ahead and collect the other side quest, we're going to go ahead and clear this little bit here. Like I said, we're not going to deal with the boss in this episode, we're just pretty much straight over that way. Anti-venom again.
Let's head on down.
Only actually fully gives you the 3, I think. So if you want alternative ways to get rid of the venom, you're going to need to do something about it.
Kevin, there's a boy. Wish we could take it home
This
with
doesn't
us.
get activated till later, but it's just I just feel like it's worth getting the Prometheus Vestige at this point. That's kind of like a... what's the word? Kind of make sure that you've done everything before this point before you continue onward. Smash, 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 smash. It's obviously gonna hurt. Take you out. Yeah. Where is this? I'm sure there's supposed to aggro. Here we go. Bring it down. Yeah, come on, get the other. Yeah. And then we will see crazy looking moth
Is that
thing.
white thing the cocoon?
So this for mappage. I think we missed a little turn off here. We have. There should be a queen thing down here. Here we go.
Looks tough to me.
Looks tough.
Maybe we should avoid combat.
Nope. Don't know what you're trying to do, but you're not doing it. boom. That was just upgrade the Prometheus Vestige. Now I'm going to go ahead and use all of these in between this episode and the next one. For now, let's just get them all collected. Well, like I say, we're going to use the next few little episodes to unlock all of the abilities that we want from the blood codes that we're unlocking. Before we finish, we're going to teleport back to the beginning of this area, which leaves the city, which is where we're going to find the side quest that has popped its head up. 35 minutes, not actually that bad as well. Episode length. I would like to keep below an hour for each episode.
That place was too tight.
Elliot, talk to this guy.
There's a
Go over here. Elliot.
Bring it any time.
I mean, no.
How's this?
Down you go.
You have to take whatever you
That.
use.
Talk to this dude. I'm fairly sure it gives us a map, but I couldn't remember.
Yeah. If I go back.
Not sure you don't use it. Oh, maybe not. I don't know why I thought that unlocked next levels of sort of thing. Yep, doesn't like missing out, so we're all good. And we can end the episode here. In the next one, we are going to be heading into the depths with what's his face. We'll be getting more abilities. I'm going to go ahead and equip the Mercury set, just because I want to unlock venom resistance, mainly the resistance. Because we're casters, I'm not really a fan of having to heal it, although it is worth getting as well. So we'll see where that leaves us in terms of how much spare haze we have left. And we're gonna have to face our old friend a couple of times, Mr. What was his name? That we met right at the beginning. Can't remember now. Anyway, basically it's a couple of reiterations of the first boss are in these areas. Oh, my controls just run out of battery. That was convenient, I have to say. Right, so that's right there. Plug that in. Good. Right, come on. Why aren't there we go. I was gonna say, why aren't you moving? Come here. What's your name?
Hey,
Davis.
this is all we've got for available
Yes, we've got two.
routes.
Okay, so we'll go down these two. Then we'll continue on.
Your life is your
Anyway, guys,
greatest
I'm going to
asset.
end the episode here, and I'll
Keep it
catch
safe.
you in the next one. See you then.